there, YouTube. Mar here, and welcome back to my next episode on the Welsknight Patreon server. It is raining again, as you can hear outside. It is daytime currently. I just logged in. It looks like it's approaching night. I just logged into the server, and it just stopped raining, so I guess there's no point in talking about sleeping through the night. I just logged in to the rain. And I have a little bit of a confession to make. I was kind of busy. There's a couple things I've worked on since our last episode. One of which being the return of my banner from last season. So here it is. I have a couple spares right there. That's not permanent. I just hung it up just because, well, I had to put one down, you know? I had to put one. Another thing is, if we look inside my crafting box, it's a little laggy right now, so, internet lag, not server lag. And I got my shulker box of bones, and it's all bone blocks. I don't have any actual bones left in here. And yes, we're going somewhere with this, not with the shulker, we're putting that back in here, but the whole concept of, the bones, there's some significance here. There's significance. I actually should keep this open. There's also a lot of holes in here. There's some things missing. There's some things missing. I also used to have my zombie flesh box down here. It's now gone. And I used to have an unmarked box over here where I had my redstone surplus, and I've moved that over here and replaced it with Guardian Farm stuff. I just went and AFK'd at the Guardian Farmer for a little while and then just took back a shulker of both types. Just to hold me over in case I need to use sea lanterns. I don't think I'm going to be using the blocks much at all, if at all. I don't think I will. But at least I have it available in case, you know, that becomes a thing. Now, I have a feeling... Oh, that's why. I was trying to change my, switch between various things. I have a gaming, mouse, and there's a whole bunch of buttons on the side that is basically 1 through 9, and then the, the equals, or 1 through 0, and then the plus and minus and all that stuff. And I was clicking on my button trying to change what I had in my active inventory, and I was like, it's not working! And one of the buttons that controls that on my mouse got pushed, apparently, and disabled it. But it's fixed now. Okay, so I was out here building, working on stuff, and phantoms kept hitting me, and so all of my cats have basically migrated out here. And you know what? I got so tired of trying to keep them penned in there, I just don't care anymore. You guys are staying here. I hope you enjoy it. So last episode, we did that wall. Off camera, I replicated it on the other side. We could take a quick peek. I mean, it's not really any different than the first side. Yeah, I'm definitely lagging. Did you see that? I just crunched, and there was no damage. The damage will come in about 5 minutes, probably. There's the other side. Pretty much just the same as normal, although it looks like I forgot to put in my, item frames. Whoa, hello. Lag much? Jeez. So I'm gonna have to put in... Oh. I guess I didn't forget to put in my item frames. Well, thanks, lag. I appreciate that. Make me feel like a crazy person. Okay, I'm a little crazy. Let's just be real about it, okay? Just a little bit. It's okay. It's alright. Everybody's a little crazy. Nothing wrong with a little crazy. Now, the real confession is something over here. It's no longer completely empty down here. I've got something right here. That's where we're gonna pretty much end. And then I've started working on the water passageways. So if I come down here... I have not decided yet whether I'm going to keep dirt as the bottom here, or if I actually want to turn that into stone as well. I'm not sure what would make the most sense, to be honest. I haven't decided, really. And the front gateway here, and it'll be the same way on the other side, these ones are raised a lot higher with the iron bars. Okay, I'm stuck in flight mode. There we go. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Much easier to swim now. And I like that. That'll make it easier to get the boats in and out. These ones I brought the gates all the way down, but I didn't take it through the water. So if you were like out there trying to escape from, I don't know, that creeper right there, you could still swim underneath it. So I just did that in pretty much all places on this half of the base, and I'll just continue replicating it for those ones over there in my spare time. It's really nothing particularly exciting. I don't even have proper lighting, just torch spam right now. And now to look at that larger kind of circular shaped thing. Let's just get up here. Just a hop, skip, and a jump up here. And I don't know if you'll remember, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it, but the intention was for this door here and the same one on the other side to lead down into mines or something like that. This one does lead somewhere. Not quite to mines, though I did do some mining. If you follow this staircase down, you come to a room that has a lot of chests, and immediately this should look familiar to you. And if we come back here, it should really start looking familiar to you. Oh, well, okay. Door. Really. If this doesn't look familiar to you, then you just don't watch enough Welsknight. You need to go watch more Welsknight if this isn't familiar to you. And honestly, a lot of people use this design, so even if you don't watch Welsknight, someone you've seen somewhere on YouTube has probably used this. It's a little laggy for me around here frame rate wise, and we're about to see why. Because if I climb up this, oh, you heard something there. Very carefully. I'm holding down my crouch so I don't go over the edge. Now this, if you're a Welsknight watcher, this should definitely be familiar. His mob farm, the one that he built in his Kingdoms series, Season 1. Underneath the Colosseum, and then he built it again in Season 5 of Hermitcraft. And I can't remember who it was, but someone built a variant of it in Season 6 of Hermitcraft as well. But every time the redstone triggers, I get frame lag when I'm nearby, and then it's gone again. Oh, ow. Okay. So anyway, the sorting system doesn't work 100%. I followed his tutorial to a T, I'm pretty sure. And for some reason, when the items come up the water elevator, they just shoot over the soul sand behind these blocks, and the hoppers don't get a chance to pick it up very well. And I even loaded up Wells's Kingdoms world and tested his item or his mob farm, and it's doing the same thing. And I'm pretty sure it has to do with the 1.13 changes to the way that the items float. Previously, they would have a chance to sink a little into the water, and in the deeper spots of the water, the hoppers would have a chance to suck the items through the soul sand. Now they just float across, and the hoppers don't really get that opportunity until the water is significantly lower. Usually the only times they get it here is if the items just happen to ricochet in such a way that it lands like right on the hopper. So what this means is that I end up with a problem in these last two columns with just random gibberish. Like these items should, well, not the sticks, but these items should all be getting sorted into the first 5 chests. So we've got, this is where I moved all my zombie flesh to. I also brought all my string and my arrows. Let's leave me 1 arrow. Gunpowder. I don't think I'm going to have to buy any more rockets from the shopping district. String and bones. So this is where I moved all these things to. Except the gunpowder, I still keep some in my ender chest. My little red box here is my fireworks box. I'm actually out because I used up the last of mine, which is kind of why I decided to finally build this. I really wanted to get my own supply going because I used up the last of mine, and whoops. And some of the people who've been providing rockets in the shopping district, I mean, rockets are such in high demand that as soon as they release them, they're almost instantly sold out. So I really, really wanted to get myself a personal supply. And this thing is churning it out really well. I haven't AFK'd overnight or anything. Obviously, a lot of the zombie flesh and the bones, of course, I've gotten a lot of those elsewhere. But pretty much all of this is from just the time I've spent around my base the last couple of days. And like I said, 0 AFKing overnight. A little bit of AFK, like if I have to run from the computer and do something real quick, but that's about it. Everything else has just been while I'm running around building and working on the base. So it's got a pretty good efficiency. It's a little laggy, like I said, when I'm down there, but it's not too bad up here. I don't think I've noticed any impact when I'm, you know, more than 20 or 30 blocks away, I guess. So what are we going to do this episode? My cable for my monitor is, I guess, fraying. I just bought it 3 months ago because the previous cable was definitely fraying. But it's been getting progressively, this newer cable has been getting progressively worse and worse, and I could barely even get it to look normal today. It kept wanting to be like all green or all blue or all purple, and I don't want to get nauseous while I'm trying to play. I finally got it into a perfect position where it actually looks right, and I'm afraid of jostling that. So I won't be doing a time lapse today, I don't think, just because that involves moving some of my cables about and everything to set up the second machine, because I don't keep it set up constantly. So instead of doing a time lapse, I was thinking we would just do some building together on screen here. Maybe do a few jump cuts. I mean, you've seen me build a lot of walls so far, so it's not... Oh, well... Okay, I guess I'm flying. I think the lag problem has kind of gone away, the internet lag. I don't know what was going on. Come on, nice, slow, gentle, gentle. I don't think that was very gentle, do you? The wall... Did anybody else see? I think the wall pushed me off. Let's see if I can't get this. Alright, nice gentle. A nice slow. Oh, I almost dropped again. I could feel it. Like my heart was already jumping into my throat, thinking I was about to fall. Anyway, you've seen me build a lot of walls, so I don't think this process is going to be particularly surprising to anybody. So I figured I could just work on the walls over here. Basically, my intention here is to build, like, the gap here. Build the walls up so that I can bridge the gap at whatever, I don't know what, I think it's like that elevation, approximately like in this range. I have to build these walls up to there-ish, and then I can build across. I did take additional pictures on my creative testing world just so that I have a little more detailed guidelines for this area. So I do have that as a reference guide as I'm working on this. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start working on that. The first step here will be raising the walls up, bridging across, and then pushing it further up. Because like I said in the last episode, I'm thinking of leaving this area kind of, not last, but as far as exteriors go, I'm probably going to leave this for last, which means doing the wall here, the top there, and then this area. But I do at least have to raise it up, what, 10 blocks or so? I'm not quite sure. But I'll see how it goes, and when I finish, I'll be back. Alrighty, and welcome back, everybody. I have made some progress here. I went through probably, I don't know, maybe 2/3 at least of a shulker of stone, simply raising up these walls to the current elevation. I couldn't think of the word there for a moment. I think the original elevation was somewhere in this region. So we effectively, I mean, apart from what's underneath the water, we almost doubled the height, I think. Which I guess, I mean, that is a lot going all the way around. Definitely a lot of stone. I know I said I wasn't going to work on this back portion too much, but I did extend this walkway. I was getting plagued by phantoms, and I just wanted somewhere reasonably safe and something easy to land on if I get knocked off or something like that. So I have extended these out a little bit. Haven't done anything back here. And I also have this support beam here. In fact, that actually will go there. This stair, and there's one on the other side. This is just temporary to help me get up and down, just to get back and forth from both sides. I've also got the start of this wall here in place. So we've got a door here, a door here. Those lead into the building. This whole gap here that I'm standing on, and this arched bit here, this is going to be part of the structure here. This is kind of like a brace of sorts, that, or is that the right term? I'm not sure, but it like wraps around and kind of encases the roof here like a protective shield, like a rib cage kind of. So there's like I believe there was like 3 of these periodically down, 3 or 4 of these over the length of this stretch here. But this is the only one we really need. I just wanted at least one so that I had a relatively easy way from one side to the other. These here are all going to be arches, except for the center one here, because I just, it didn't make sense to have an arch right there. So let's build this up, and at this height, yeah, one more. Okay, and then down here, I believe this is a 3 high, and then a stair, so just these top 2. Yeah, that looks good. It's gonna be kind of tricky to get to some of these. I may have to just fly up and do it that way. Or, actually, I take that back. If I just... Ooh! Oh, I almost fell off the other side. This is eventually going to be a room in here with like a completely open access to the balcony. It's kind of like a big, humongous balcony of sorts. So I might as well just lay down a teensy little walkway here, because I'm going to need it eventually anyway. All right, let's crawl over here, bridge this little bitty gap. Oops, there I go, placing it at the wrong level. Come back here, slab. Actually, I have some blocks down there, I think. Unless they've despawned. Okay, so there, I've got something reasonably easy to walk on. I said it was the top 2, I think. And stairs. Oops, nope. Stair, stair. Top 2. Stair and stair. Same thing. All the way down. I think I can hear the fire right there. It's really loud considering how far away I am. Actually, it sounds like there's one down here. Right there. Alright. So there's the arch. Oh yeah. Yeah, that looks good. That looks exactly like how I want it to be. Let's see here. Checking my pictures on my tablet. So this next section actually is going to be the first part that really and truly matches this side to that side. This, hello there? Oop, that was a huge overshot. Alright, you guys go die. The huge staircase on both sides kind of dead ends up here on both sides, and this section here is going to bridge the gap. Nope, 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 nope. I hit you. Why'd my bear... Okay. So, I think I need to get up there, though. Let's fly around to one of these staircases. Woo! Alright. I don't know. Is this a block here? I feel like it's a block here. I don't remember whether this is carried up all the way or not, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it. You won't be able to see this line from the outside, but you will from the inside, and I feel reasonably sure it's supposed to be the chiseled in those spots. I mean, if it's not, I can always switch it out later. It's not a big deal. And then we take some upside down stairs, and quite literally, all the way across, we just run these. All the way down. Oop, nope, nope, nope. Hello, hello. Pay attention. What are we doing here? There we go. No! Wow. Are we almost there yet? There we go. Alright, so there's that. I believe this is a completely flat section, at least 2 wide. I honestly can't remember if it's 2 or 3. But I know we can go at least 2 and be perfectly safe. I don't know if I have any 1 wide sections, unless maybe in a staircase somewhere. But even then, like a spiral staircase type thing, but even then, I don't know. I feel very comfortable saying that this is a 2 wide path at least. Wouldn't be 4, that's a bit excessive. But 2 seems fair. Alright. I don't know whether that comes out again or not. But we don't really need to do this section right now. I don't think I have enough. Yeah, I don't have enough. Do I have, I don't think I have any cobble on me. Nope, no cobble. Alright, let's go grab some cobble. Because I am gonna have to get more cobble walls. So I'm gonna grab some cobble, make some cobble walls, and I'll be right back. Alright everybody, I'm back. Made some cobble walls. My pictures have a bad angle of this area right here, so I think I'm going to come down to the middle. Where's the middle? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? What? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, this is the center right here, between them. Why didn't I just look over the edge? I could have been like, oh yeah, there's the center. Alright. Oh well, it's okay. It's okay. Alright, so this needs to go up 3. And then I can't reach it. Wall, wall, wall. Both sides. Let me cap it off. And then I need a stair on both sides. Oop. And then I think I can go straight across. Let's see, but up 1. So 1, 2, 3. How far is that? I'm pretty sure it's 1, 2, 3, and then I'm trying to look at this picture, it's not helping me very well. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, then down 1, and then cobble walls. Does that look right to me? It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. Yes, it is right. Yes. I just skipped through another picture and I see it now, and I can also tell from this angle of the picture that these are not chiseled. Which is probably good, because it looks kind of weird anyway. See? That's why you take lots of pictures from lots of different angles, because you know you're going to find that one spot that you're trying to build in, and you don't have a good enough angle to tell, like, what in the world do I do here? Oh my goodness. So, okay, so that's good. Now, it looks like there is a 3, well, that needs to be a stair for one thing. Give me the stair, and I think it's a 3 wide, I think there's a gap of 3, so 1, 2, 3, stair. Foot block, stair, 1, 2, 3. Alright, and then I just need some cobble wall right there. And I believe I put it in the center as well. Like that. Looks pretty good. Okay, let me replicate this on the other side and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, welcome back. I finished up pretty much most of this wall here, and I was just I was just looking down here. It looks so small from the inside, doesn't it? Like, you start out looking at the space from the outside and you're like, oh, it's huge, and then after you start putting the walls, you're like, oh, it's so tiny inside. There's a lot of rooms, but just looking at it, at least from up here, it looks so small. It's like, how in the world am I going to fit anything in here? But believe me, we're going to do it. There's going to be some pretty good sized rooms in here. And a lot of them. Because remember, we got height on our side. What we lack in, like, depth, we make up for in height. So I don't have to put torches up here, at least not right now, because these are on the wrong half of the slab for mobs to spawn. But I went ahead and I fixed up this section here. I never did that before, partly because the pictures I had when I was building this area of the wall, I didn't have a good angle to see what it even looked like down here. So I've finished that off. I've pretty much done the same thing over here, all the way down and to the other side. There are 2 doors in, down there and here. I mean, obviously it doesn't go anywhere yet, but, you know. I mean, there's nothing new about that. That's pretty much every door so far, isn't it? Even the grand door. It goes absolutely nowhere. I should probably put down some torch spam up here, though. Because goodness knows, it's going to be that one creeper, you know. That's kind of... I don't need 2 right next to each other. Let's see. I also need... if I have any. I do. 2 hoppers. Yes. My decorative hoppers. Don't judge. And flint and steel. Just like that. And do the same thing over here. Oops. Don't get too close. Alrighty. We'll grab these back up. Don't want to leave things lying around. Goodness knows it'll be hard to find it again. Let's take a hop down here and see how it looks. Oh yeah, that's coming right along. Whoops! Alrighty. Now the top level here is like a balcony area. This level here is actually just a huge room. I think, if I remember correctly, I want to say I was going to make this into like a really big, like, open room, like open area mess hall or something like that, a mead hall. So tables, kegs, stuff like that. But one long giant room, balcony up there. This was, I believe both of these on both sides are just side entrances into like some hallways and smaller rooms. So from an exterior perspective, this backside's done. I don't believe there was any sort of like artistic like the windows here, or the like other bits of fire. Whoa, I thought I was gonna fall again. Oh boy. For all the times I've fallen though, I mean, it's nice being surrounded by water, but I haven't died yet, so I guess that's good. Especially considering how high we've been going. What was I saying? I don't think there's any fire or those bush thingies that I was working with. I think ultimately the only thing I ended up going was the occasional bit of vines hanging down. And vines spread naturally, so eventually you'd have vines like everywhere, which is kind of cool with me. I mean, I'm totally fine with that idea. I mean, there's nothing saying we can't come back here later and add things in that weren't originally in the design. There's nothing against that at all. But for now, I think it's pretty much how I want it to be, which means the next step would be to add the rooftop. Let's get up here. So we have this whole roof section here that's basically doing nothing right now. And I think it's going to go up another 15, 20 blocks at least, I want to say. Oh, come on, come on. Well, I almost made it. I wanted to get up here. Yeah, 20, 30, maybe 30 blocks high? It's so hard to judge height, you know? But I would definitely say at least 20 blocks tall. So that'd be the next step, would be to build the roof on this and cap it off. And after that, I think our next stage will be to put on the exterior of this great hall. And after that, my friends, we'd be moving inside and taking care of all this icky stuff. Which we won't be able to really do any time lapses inside because the angles are going to be way too tight for you to be able to see what I'm even doing, I think. So I think it'll be a lot more hands-on at that point. A beacon's only 15 diamonds at Gru's shop? Holy cow. I could go stock up. I've got like bunches of diamonds. It's very tempting. I mean, you can go. We finally have what is it? Nether Fortress Farm. Some people call it the Nether Fortress Farm. Other people call it the Wither Skeleton Farm. We finally have one of those up. So I got my second beacon. I don't remember if I said that last time or not. But when I was working on like in the last a few clips ago, when I was working on the mob farm, I actually put a second beacon right on top, so to help me mine all the way down. It goes all the way down to bedrock, all while leaving my original beacon over there. So I actually have two beacons. I have the others, my shiny blocks, my bling blocks. So there's my beacon, and I was using a combination of gold and iron to build it. So I don't really need another beacon. I mean, but who said anything about need, right? Who said it was about need at all? So I don't know. I might go pick myself I might go grind my own. I could buy one, but we've got options, and I like having options. But for now, I think it's time to wrap this episode up because it's getting kind of lengthy, I think. I know we didn't get a whole. I mean, it doesn't feel like we did a whole lot this episode, but I think we've got a good start here to really finish off the exterior of the building. Now that it's not completely naked on the backside, I feel like it's really starting to come together instead of just being like, oh, it looks great from the front, oh, it looks terrible from the behind. So that's good. That's definitely good. And having that mob farm, in fact, let's see. So we saw how terrible the sorting was earlier. Let's see how much in addition we've gotten just in the time I've been building. I'm sure some will have sorted correctly into the appropriate boxes, but let's just see how much of the bones, string, gunpowder, arrows, and zombie flesh we have in the last two columns. Ooh, almost a full stack of gunpowder and zombie flesh. Over half of arrows and string. Over a stack of bones. That's good. Those there. And, geez, look at this. That is a really good loot. That is really good. Now, I believe the gunpowder was almost a full row. And look, we've got a little bit more here too. I'm pretty sure this was not filled at all, so that is a lot of gunpowder. That's like, what, 3 stacks maybe of gunpowder? 2.5 stacks? Look, it's starting to fill up again. I'm telling you, this mob farm, even with its inconsistent sorting, this thing's gonna be great. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these arrows. They're kind of pointless. I mean, I've got infinity on my bow. Yeah, already starting to missort again. But yeah, that is... I love it. It's a good thing it's so tall. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chests tall? Yeah, that's going to be very useful. Especially with the zombie flesh. I don't know what. I'm going to probably have to give arrows away for free. This, I'm telling you, this is going to be helpful for getting lots of wool when I don't feel like going and shearing sheep. This will be probably just good for bone mealing things and making white dye. I don't really build with bone blocks too much. I mean, I suppose I could. I don't know if I will or not, though. Which, speaking of which, will or not, though, I've been mulling over in my mind where I want to go, like, later down the season. I'm a very big planner. So even though I'm working on this now, I'm already thinking about what am I going to build next. So thinking about things like, would I use bone blocks in my designs? I don't know. Those are the sorts of questions that I ask myself right about now. I'll probably have to start testing various things pretty soon, just to get an idea, you know. But for now, I think that is pretty much it. I think we got some good work done, and it's put us in a good place to finish off the roof up top and really, I mean, it's a bad pun, but cap it all off, you know? So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you come back and see what we do next. And do feel free to leave your suggestions in the comments below. Let me know, do you have suggestions for more Skyrim builds? Because remember, I'm very Skyrim themed at the moment. If you have any ideas for more decoration ideas around the castle or whatever you call this structure, feel free to leave those as well. I'm always open to suggestions. And I guess that's it. So you can like it if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to stay on top of future videos. But that, my friends, is it. So, bye!